Ladies and gentlemen, not even 24 hours after we got our first official sneak peek for the next upcoming update, letting us know that after all this time, after all this waiting, we are finally getting justice for Storm in the form of a brand new uniform. And as you guys know, I really like Storm, so I was banking on her getting a new uniform and Tier 3. However, in the back of my mind, I knew that asking for Tier 3 Storm may have been asking for too much, because chances are, since we're only getting one Tier 3 character this month, the more likely option would be Jean Grey, for one of many reasons. Simply because it will boost the deluxe package, which has kind of fallen off a little bit considering the fact that we now have Invisible Woman, right? And her deluxe package is, in my opinion, the best deluxe package in the game right now. Magneto has kind of fallen off. Even though he has his Tier 3, Magneto isn't enough to push the value of this thing. Deadpool is definitely a better deluxe package. Psylocke is a great character, right? So between the three, we're not counting Doctor Strange because you don't have to pay for a deluxe package there. Between the three, it's easily the first Family, then the X-Force, then Rise of the X-Men. So to me, it only made sense for them to give Jean Grey her Tier 3. That way, more people would be inclined to purchase this deluxe package, because by doing so, you get access to two future Tier 3 characters. And this was the package that was really not competing with the other ones right now. So based on the leak that we just got, boys, it seems as though what most of us thought was going to happen is indeed what is going to happen. Crazy thought, boy, crazy thought. Think about this. Ever since Jean Grey came to this game, she's been a staple in Timeline Battle. A staple in Timeline Battle. And if you take a look at just how much Timeline Battle has changed, it's flooded with Tier 3 characters. It's flooded with level 70 characters. Basically, every character in there has either level 70 gear 25 or a mythic uniform. They have one or more of those two things. There's only two characters that you see in Timeline Battle on a weekly basis that is still level 60 or still don't have a uniform. It's Nova and Jean Grey. Whenever they're not banned, those two characters are staples in Timeline Battle. And it's scary. It's absolutely terrifying to think that now Jean Grey is going to have a uniform that you can get to Mythic and Tier 3. She's going to completely obliterate everything. I'm sorry, boys, but I know I said that it was basically game over for that tug of war that's been going on in the meta for Timeline Battle, but I feel like Jean Grey has the potential to just come and disintegrate everybody if they do her well, because it seems like Netmarble wants to keep her as a PvP character based on what we've seen over all this time. So it might just be that Jean Grey is gonna come and she's going to make us regret Tier 3 Thanos for Timeline Battle, Tier 3 Captain Marvel for Timeline Battle, Tier 3 Wolverine for Timeline Battle. It's crazy. And one of the main reasons why I was pushing more towards a Tier 3 Storm than a Tier 3 Jean Grey is because this year we've gotten so many native Tier 2s that have gotten their Tier 3s. Mr. Fantastic, Wolverine, and then we got Thanos, the big one, right? So the resources have been slowly draining. Well, not slowly, to be honest. They've been draining pretty rapidly, and the grind has stayed basically the same. All of this is still speculation, right? We don't have any confirmed sources right now saying yes, it's 100% we're getting Jean Grey, but from the looks of this image, man, it seems as though we're getting a Tier 3 Jean Grey, and it is scary, boys. Scary because it's gonna cost a lot of resources, right? I'm not sure what they're gonna do in terms of the cost for CCF. I'm hoping that her cost is the same as Reed, right? So 1200 CCF and not 16 like Thanos. But even if it's 1200, it's gonna be a slow grind, because when it comes to mutants, you can't one-shot them to level 70 and gear 25 unless you blow a bunch of money right out the gate. So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens for Jean Grey, especially since when you take a look at this girl's kit, she has it all, basically, right? She has the time freeze, she has iframe, she has damage accumulation, she has healing, she has revive, she has freaking penetration on her 5th skill. It would be nice to see her get penetration all the time, right? But one of the main things that she's gonna need to completely take over the meta is iframe ignore. Iframe ignore, reflect would be nice, invincibility or damage immunity would be nice as well. But honestly, boys, one thing for sure, she's going to be top 5 in timeline battle as soon as she gets even just the uniform alone, not even the tier 3. Like, if they give her a uniform and her level 70 gear 25 and don't give her tier 3, she's easily going to be top 5 because her damage didn't fall off. Right? The only reason why she kind of lagged behind is because people got more HP than her. Right? So it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy to see what they do for this uniform alone, let alone the tier 3. Oh my goodness. Imagine if they bump up her healing, give her like damage immunity or invincibility, or give her iframe ignore. Just imagine that, guys. It's going to be absolutely insane to face off against Jean Grey in timeline battle. But as you all know, I'm a PvE player, so I'm really looking forward to seeing how she does in PvE. World Boss Ultimate, more specifically, that's where I want to see Jean Grey shine the most. Just like how I was daydreaming, praying and hoping that Thanos will be a PvE god, I'm hoping the same thing for Jean Grey. I'm hoping that even though I want her to take over timeline like she did in the old days, that she will still be the same as Thanos was, or is rather, where he can do well in PvE and he can completely dominate in PvP. I'm hoping that that is the route that Netmarble goes with Jean Grey. Either way, boys, I'm gonna be super excited. I don't want to keep you guys too long because this isn't confirmed just yet, but I feel like it is going to be confirmed in a few days at the very least, because based on the image that we're seeing, right, and where we know they're taking inspiration for this update from, it seems like everything is lining up perfectly for a tier 3 Jean Grey with an X-Men red uniform. Absolutely mind-boggling, boys. Seriously, there's never been a mutant update in the history of this game that's been terrible. And I feel like there's no way that they're gonna let us down with this update. So it's gonna be lit, boys, for real, for real. However, before we go, there's one more thing that I want to touch on, right? And that is the new community event. This thing right here, where you can get free crystals just by signing up to be a mentor for one of the new players that we're getting for Avengers Endgame, because we're getting a lot of new players right now. There's been a massive spike in the player base, and Netmarble is seeing that, and they want to give out some free crystals to both the new players and the people who've been playing for a while, just for helping new players get situated in Marvel Future Fight. I think this is really cool. So we have a message here from CM Fragment. Greetings, agents. CM Fragment reporting in. I've come up with a perfect community event for new agents who are aiming to clear harder content as soon as possible. This is an event where an agent's capabilities can increase the fastest way possible. We all know that personal experience is an important key for improvement, but an agent can definitely grow faster with a mentor's support. That's for sure. New agents can take advantage of this event. You can also give your mentee a cute nickname. That's actually funny. It would be funny if you could actually change their name in game. That would be dope. That'd be dope. But we'll have to see how it works out. Either way, I definitely think all of you guys who've been playing for a while and you have a good understanding of the game, you should sign up. I'm personally not going to sign up, and that's because there's a limited amount of people who can participate in this thing. There's only going to be 200 people that can participate, so I don't want to take up a spot because I already have an outlet where I can help people. So for those of you guys who've been playing for a while, you want to get a chance to get some free crystals and also give back some of that knowledge that you've accumulated over the past few years of playing this game, I definitely recommend that you sign up because you also get a reward from doing so. All right, boys. So with the mentor and the mentee helping each other, they can definitely grow faster rather than playing alone. It would be really cool if they didn't have to be in the same alliance, because if you're already in a top tier alliance and you're going to have to help out somebody that's not on your friends list or in your alliance, it's going to be pretty difficult. So it's going to be interesting to see how they do this. Mentor support for a new agent community event. And then you have a time period here. So you want to basically just enter as soon as possible. That's all I can say. And they're gonna limit it to the highest agent level or shield level and the lowest agent shield level and all that stuff. Just make sure that you sign up, guys. Give yourself a chance to not only get some free crystals, but also pass on the information that you've gotten from playing this game. Because I remember when I first started this game, I was freaking confused, bro. I was freaking confused because that was before people were making so many future fight videos. I would literally be on Google for hours trying to find out how to clear story missions, bro, right? Which characters were the best to clear story missions, right? So yeah, I'm sure a lot of people are probably still in that situation. However, they don't have to be. So you guys should definitely participate, man. I won't go through all of this. Just basically take the time to read it and do what they said you should do and help out a new player, man. Pass on that knowledge that you've accumulated. And yeah, let's help the community grow together. Anyways, boys, we're gonna wrap it up right here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave your thoughts in the comments. How you guys feeling about this leak? Tier 3 Jean Grey and the new uniform. It's gonna be freaking hectic in timeline battle if that's the case. Because right now, boys, I won't lie to y'all, I'm struggling, bro. I'm struggling in timeline battle right now because of Carol and Thanos, right? I'm struggling because, as you guys know, I like PvE. So even though I know certain characters should be built for PvP, I still build them for PvE and I use them in PvP. So sometimes I take some L's just because of that, right? And right now I'm struggling, boys. I'm struggling. So yeah, just imagine if Jean Grey comes in and she makes a bigger splash than Thanos and Captain Marvel did. It's gonna be hectic. Those of you guys who are new to the game and you make it into Vibranium League, you don't have any tier 3s, bro, you're gonna be in for it, man. You're gonna be in for it. But there's no mistakes, man. There's no mistakes. You make it in, you take some L's, you learn from them, you'll grow eventually, you'll start getting some dubs. Anyways, man, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Like I said, don't forget to smash that like button. Every week we're gonna be choosing 5 to 10 people to give some free crystals to from the comment section. So make sure you participate, man, and let me know what you think. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.